In this video, I'm going to show you a mindset change that is so powerful that once it clicks, wealth stops feeling impossible and starts feeling automatic. Tragically, most people never discover this shift. And they spend their lives feeling ashamed, feeling left behind, feeling confused about why they can't have the life they want to have, even though they may be working really hard. But after today, you're going to understand exactly why your efforts have not translated into security and how to change it right now. Why discipline fails. You've been told that discipline creates wealth, but what if it's that discipline that is actually holding you back? What if the fact that you can't stay disciplined isn't a flaw at all? What if it's a sign that you're using a terrible system that your brain is just not designed to handle? When you've struggled financially, it is so easy to just constantly blame yourself and feel terrible about yourself. People might have even told you that you're financially irresponsible or that you're impulsive. But I want you to hear something clearly. You're not broken. You're not defective. But you are probably running a setup that is guaranteed to lead to failure. The human brain is wired for short-term survival, not long-term planning. This means that the idea of just being more disciplined collapses the exact moment that things start to get hard. You start to get stressed out. The kids are having a rough day. There's emergencies, or you're just exhausted. This is why automatic millionaires never rely on discipline. They rely on a very simple and very easy to put together structure. Later in this video, I'm going to show you the exact structure they use. But for now, just remember that the game is rigged against this whole concept of discipline. Your brain is not the problem. Your system is. Now let's talk about the lifestyle trap. If you're working harder each year, but you're not feeling wealthier each year, it's because one invisible force is raising your lifestyle every time you're starting to try to raise your savings. Most people assume that their income is the problem. They think that, well, if I could just make a little bit more money, then everything's going to be easier. But what actually happens when people start to earn more money? I'll tell you, their lifestyle expands. The psychological term for this is called lifestyle inflation. And it's really driven by our psychology and by our emotions. When we are feeling insecure, when we're feeling inadequate, when we're feeling like we're left behind, spending becomes a way to self-soothe. It becomes a way for us to feel like we're enough, to feel like we're equal. This is why trying to out-earn your behaviors never works. I'm going to tell you exactly how to bypass this dynamic in a few minutes. But this is what millionaires do. They do not let their lifestyles determine their savings. They let their savings determine their lifestyles. This brings us to the money beliefs you inherited. Before you ever had a bank account, your beliefs about money were forming. And many of these beliefs are controlling your financial life right now. You learned money by watching. When you saw money create arguments, you learned that money is dangerous. When money was scarce, you learned that money is unpredictable. When adults avoided talking about money, you learned that money was a source of shame. These lessons became your money scripts, the subconscious programming that's running below the surface when it comes to your relationship with money. These can lead to beliefs like, people like me can never get ahead. Rich people are greedy and selfish, and the only way to get ahead is to take advantage of others. Spending now is much safer than saving for the future. Or beliefs like, there's never enough money, so why bother saving and investing? These scripts operate silently in your subconscious, but they are very powerful and they will determine your financial results. They're going to influence your emotions, they're going to shape your identity, and they're going to drive all of your behaviors when it comes to money. What about people who overcome those and become millionaires? Well, guess what? They're not necessarily born with different money scripts. In fact, many of them grew up disadvantaged and poor themselves. But they did learn to identify their beliefs and they did learn to rewrite them. And you're going to need to do the same. I've got some resources in the description if you want to look at how you can examine your beliefs around money. And this brings us to the next section, which is so important, the saving system that fails you. There's a reason that many people feel that saving is absolutely impossible for them. And it's not because they're irresponsible or because they're not making enough money. It's because the method they are using, the one they've been taught, is absolutely guaranteed to fail. The traditional advice is, at the end of the month, save what you can. Save what I can. Well, at the end of the month, the money's all gone. Have you had that experience? Are you having that experience right now? But really take a moment and think about the psychology around this. So, the idea is that you are supposed to save and invest for your future, for your financial goals at the end of the month when you're feeling emotionally drained, you're tired, and you've certainly drained your bank account. This doesn't make sense. At the end of the month, financially, for many people looking at their checking account, they're not in abundance mode, they're in scarcity mode. People who go from poor to rich become millionaires, they flip the script. And the earlier you can do it in your life, the better. And I'll tell you now, I've got young boys myself, and this is something I'm drilling into their brains. From the time they were born, I wasn't even telling them about it, but as they got older, I started to articulate it. They'd get money from their birthdays, from the holidays, whatever, a gift from auntie or uncle. And I immediately demanded that they saved and invested a portion of it. This is baked into their psychology. Now, they're lucky. I didn't have that growing up. You may have not had that growing up. But whatever age you're at right now, it's time to start implementing that mindset yourself. People who become rich, they do not wait to the end of the month to start saving and investing what's left. No, they do it at the beginning of the month. It's the first bill they pay. Before they even see the money hit their account, they'll save and invest a part of that, whether it's in their retirement accounts or a savings account for a specific goal. They don't leave it in their checking account. If you leave it in your checking account, it's all going to be gone. You need to remove this decision making from the start. The difference between I'll save if I can and my system saves automatically is really the difference between a lifetime of financial struggle and becoming a millionaire. This one reversal will make your millionaire status almost inevitable. And this brings me to such an incredibly important point: your financial identity. What is your financial identity? If money has always felt overwhelming or stressful, it's not because you're bad with money, I promise. It's because no one ever helped you build an identity that supports wealth building. It's that simple. Every financial behavior you engage in, whether it's good, whether it's bad, really does flow from your sense of self, your identity around who you are when it comes to money. If you see yourself as someone who's bad with money, you're not going to try. Why would you? And your behaviors are just going to reflect that identity. If you see yourself as somebody who just can't save, this is going to become a self-fulfilling prophecy for you. But people who go on to become financially free, to become millionaires, they have a very different identity. When they think of themselves as somebody who saves and invests a portion of every dollar that comes into my life. It's just who I am. It's just what I do. This identity becomes a financial compass for them. It guides their decisions. It reduces their emotional spending. It takes money out of their account before they can blow it on something they don't need. Or even if they do need it, they have designed their life around this identity. Money comes into my life, the first thing I do, I'm going to set aside money to reach my financial goals, the things that matter most to me, because I know if I leave it in that checking account, it's all going to disappear. You don't change your identity by forcing new behaviors. You change it by adopting a new sense of self, a new vision of who you are. And you can do this right now. This brings me to the trap that almost everybody falls into. Don't let this happen to you. There's a mistake almost everyone makes when they're trying to get ahead financially, and it can trap them in a paycheck to paycheck lifestyle for decades. And it's the same psychological reason that diets don't work. What people are doing is they're trying to change their financial life through short-term efforts. They get upset. They see a big credit card bill. They're like, oh, I'm going to do something different. So what do? They cut back spending for a few weeks. Good job. They even spend a weekend, a miserable weekend, creating a budget. Okay. And they promise themselves, I'm just going to do better next month. But money doesn't respond to these short-term efforts. And just like those fad diets, we end up going right back to where we were. No, what you need is to implement a system. The wealthy don't save when they're feeling motivated or when they're feeling inspired or when they're feeling guilty or ashamed. No, they save because their system does it automatically. They don't even have to think about it. Now, in the last section, I talked to you about having the identity of that's who I am. This is what I do. I save and invest a percentage of every dollar I get before I do anything else with it. That's the mindset you need to have, but you need to have a system on top of that. And that's what wealthy people do. They rely on their system. Do you have a system for creating wealth? If not, I want you to get one right now. I'm going to tell you how to do it. Financial success isn't about working harder or trying harder. It's not about complicated formulas or investments. No, it really comes down to removing friction. And I promise I'm not trying to keep you in suspense here. I've got this all outlined and I'm going to get to this in just a minute. But before I do, comment below, what money script did you grow up with that you feel like may have hurt you over the years? This brings me to a very important concept, and that is thinking in decades. Your entire financial reality is going to change when you shift your thinking from days to decades. When we're stressed, we are wired to have our focus collapse into the short term here and now. And many of us are living a life of stress around money. We worry about the next bill, we worry about the next crisis or the next emergency. When that happens, when we are immersed in our current worries, envisioning the future, creating financial freedom in the future can seem impossible. What you need to do is train your mind to start zooming out. You need to do what wealthy people do. Train your brain to think in terms of the future. Envision yourself getting the goals that you want, having the memories that you want, creating that financial freedom. You need to have a very clear picture of exactly what financial goals you have for yourself. Then you get excited about those goals. So really what you're trying to do is get emotionally activated with a clear and exciting vision of why you want to have money in the first place. Then you're going to implement a system to help achieve those goals, which I'm going to talk about shortly. But really it comes down to a clear picture of what those goals are to begin with. They need to be exciting. They need to be compelling. They need to fill you with a sense of passion and urgency. You need to take your emotional brain and aim it towards what matters most to you, not spending today for just a bunch of garbage you don't really need. When you can make this shift, you will start to decrease your financial anxiety because you're going to be compelled and excited thinking about this larger vision of your financial future. You're stressed now. Yes, okay, most Americans are, but that's not who you have to be. When you start thinking in decades versus days, it transforms everything for you. And before I land the plane on this system that I want you to employ, hopefully you already got it going. If not, you're going to get it going after you watch this video. I want to talk about the early mistake that most millionaires make. Every future millionaire makes one very critical mistake. And when they're able to correct it, it changes everything. What's the mistake? They try to out-earn their behaviors. They believe that when I start to make more money, then I'll start to become an investor. But income just magnifies all of our bad habits. It doesn't fix them. If you can't manage a small amount of money consistently with the right mindset, you're not going to be able to manage a large sum of money. You're going to fumble it. Correcting this mistake really does mean that you're building the millionaire habit before the millionaire income. You need the mindset before the money, or you're going to fumble the bag, plain and simple. This really is the turning point. You need to start thinking like a rich person when you're broke. And this brings us to the last section, the habit that changes everything. This is the system you need to put in place right now. If you learn nothing else from this video, learn this. One habit separates people who are going to struggle the rest of their lives when it comes to money from people who go on to become millionaires. It's the habit of paying yourself first. Not when you remember, not when it's convenient, not when you're ready. Every month without negotiation, but automatically. This is what you need to employ. And this is so easy to do, and you can start right now. Doesn't require motivation. This isn't something you need to be putting into your calendar and doing every week or every month. No, that system is set up to fail. This system is set up to win. This is what I want you to do. This is the system I want you to put in place right now. Do this. Go to your banking app, set up a savings account, and then automate right now, every month, money moving from your checking account to that savings account. Think this could be your emergency fund. Then you're going to automate. Even if you have to start with $20 or $5, I don't care. Get the system in place right now. Do it today. I was there. I get it. I started saving $1. Then I went on to $5. Then I went on to $20. Then I went on to thousands of dollars each month. This is the path you're going to be on. Just put the system in place today. You can expand it as you grow. After you get one savings account starting to build up, maybe that's your emergency fund, maybe you can add additional ones for bigger goals, like an investment account. Many people have this ability within their job where they can say yes to wanting to take a portion of their paycheck before it hits their checking account that goes into something like a 401k or some retirement plan that your employer might have for you. And what's crazy, many of these plans have a match associated with it. And if you're not enjoying receiving that match, you're just leaving money on the table. Then, once you're cranking on that, start thinking about other goals you might have in your life. Maybe a vacation, maybe a car you want someday, a house, whatever it is. My wife and I, we have probably a dozen, if not more, separate accounts that each month we have money going into, and each one of those accounts are associated with our goals. Then we just spend what's left over. We've identified what matters most to us and we pay that first. But we don't rely on ourselves to write checks at the end of the month. No, that would set you up for absolute failure. It'll never work. Automate. Do it as soon as you get money, before you start designing your life even. If you're lucky enough to hear this when you're young, oh my gosh, it's so much easier. The first dollar you get, set 30% or more aside towards your financial goals. You won't even notice it. Now, if you've been spending all of your paycheck for a long time, this can be kind of challenging. You're essentially left with one of two choices or both choices: increasing your income or decreasing your expenses. And I got to tell you, decreasing your expenses is hard. It's emotionally difficult for many people. We don't like to downsize. We always want to be moving on up, right? But that's what you might need to do. Or look for a side hustle. Get that extra income going. But adopt this mindset now, whether it's 1%, whether it's 5%, whether it's 20 or 30 or more. Make a commitment right now that you are going to start saving and investing a percentage of every dollar you make from this moment forward. This is how people become millionaires. They all do it. This habit will change your identity. It will change your beliefs around money, your relationship around money. It will give you the financial freedom you want and you deserve. I'm Dr. Brad, and I'll see you next time.